No more grumbling, guys. It's time to let's play Yokai Watch 3. I'm Zgenerate, or Zany, or Zach, whichever you want to call me. And I have developed a random addiction to Yokai Watch. I played the first game, I think, when that one came out. I recently beat Yokai Watch 2, and I have thoughts on that game. Mainly the plot. To summarize it very quickly, I hate Yokai Watch 2's plot. I think it's awful. I think it's terrible. I think Dame Deadtime is one of the worst antagonists I've ever seen in a video game. But other than that, Yokai Watch 2 reminded me of why I beat Yokai Watch 1 and kind of started to prefer that one over Pokemon. Which I know a lot of people think is going to sound insane. Usually when you think of monster collecting in the West, usually the first thing you automatically think of is Pokemon. And Yokai Watch, I don't think ever really got a chance because, well, I mean, look at this. How do you not look at this and think, oh, this is just a dumb Pokemon ripoff? And yes and no? Sort of. We'll see. Honestly, I think this game is more fun to play casually than Pokemon. I can't say competitively, I've never been able to play this game multiplayer, but I really enjoy the combat system. And Yokai Watch, although Yokai Watch 3 does something different, but I'm excited to try it, because it actually does look like a cool improvement. I'm going to start a new file. Other than the combat mechanic changes, I don't know much about this one. I wanted to go into this one blind, because I wanted to see how I think of this one in comparison to 2.
Yokai Watch 3!
I hate Whisper. I did grow up with this game as a kid, unlike a lot of other people seem to have, which is weird for me to think about, that people grew up with this when they were kids. But I guess I'm 30 and I have to just accept that fact. But no, I do like Yokai Watch, asterisk.
What was that blast? A crash landing?
Most intriguing.
Can't you drive faster, Blunder? At this rate, we won't be there until next week.
That just means that we'll have plenty of time to prepare ourselves.
Great.
If my analysis is correct, this will have far-reaching repercussions. Not just for this town, but for the whole world.
Baseless theories aside, it is very strange, yes. What if it's just a bomb enthusiast convention?
As unimaginative as ever, Folly. You have to rule out everything, you know.
It's your face I wish I could rule out, Blunder.
Listen, Folly.
Yeah, his face just doesn't look right.
It goes hand in hand with danger. But
Now again, level 5 always had
you'll do
interesting
absolutely
character
everything you
designs.
can to solve the Y files.
Fine.
I'm a massive fan of the original Inazuma 11 anime. I played the first Inazuma 11 game because of it.
Certainly not a simple level
I think
1.
the anime makes a bunch of improvements.
It's got to be at least a level 4. Or even a level 5.
It is the name of the company, meme. Yeah, level 5 makes interesting looking stuff. I've never played Professor Layton. I believe that's Professor Layton. I believe Professor Layton is level 5. Kind of just is not my thing. Those are logic puzzles, and I'm an illogical human being. I mean, why else would I be playing this at the age of 30, am I right?
Please eat as much as you like. Looks good. Try this exquisite meat.
So as you can see, Yokai Watch is a rhythm game. If you've never seen it, no. It's not a rhythm game. If there's one thing I could say about Yokai Watch, I think it used the 3DS to its full capabilities. That game just feels right on a Yokai... yeah, Yokai Watch feels great on a Yokai Watch. Yokai Watch feels good on a 3DS and uses it very well. I love the touchscreen gameplay in Yokai Watch. Even if sometimes the cutscenes embarrass me. But maybe that's just because I'm not a man of fun.
Delicious. Try this exquisite meat. Delicious. Thank you.
So because I am familiar with Yokai Watch 1 and 2, I do know enough that I think I could play this game pretty comfortably until the difficulty rises, because usually Yokai Watch games start very, very easy. And then there will be like a moment in the game where all of a sudden you will actually have to know how to play. So I wonder if this game will do the same. I have to assume yes.
Okay.
I can complain about Yokai Watch 2's plot, but I can't complain about the soundtrack. The soundtrack of Yokai Watch is phenomenal. Especially the battle themes.
The thing is, I've got a new job.
Is that the guy from It's a Wonderful Life?
Whoa! We're moving to BBQ. Let's go.
I do like how this game just gets out of the way. It's like, here's the gimmick of this game. We're going to move to America. Except in the Western releases of this game series, they're already in America, so we just go more America. It'd be like if you moved from... I'm from Pennsylvania, so let's say Pennsylvania to Texas. Lots of guns. Weehaw!
Honey, time to wake up. We're just about to land.
So for a clarification on what a Yokai Watch is, it allows humans to interact with yokai. Nate's mother and father cannot see the cat thing or whisper the worst butler ever. You need the Yokai Watch because it has the yokai lens that allows you to see yokai.
We did it!
Whisper is a character I do not like. He is annoying. Jibanyan, I like him. He's a good kitty. Sometimes. I did play through the opening, and from what I could tell of the opening, I think I definitely prefer it to Yokai Watch 2's opening, which it's been a while because I played Yokai Watch 2, and then I stopped playing it to play other things, and then I went back. So I forget how the opening cutscene goes, but I believe it's something like the two henchmen of the main villain come, and they just erase Nate's, or, well, I called him Z-Gen, but his actual name is Nate. Erase Nate's memory, or do something along those lines, as like an excuse as to why you have to redo all the yokai befriending and whatnot. Get out and explore BBQ. Weehaw! Yes, here's Jibanyan, and here's a terrible character. Okay, Whisper's not, like, god-awful. He's there to be abused for comedic effect. So he says and does dumb things to justify abusing him or making fun of him. But because of that, it makes him really annoying because he's not charming enough to make up for it. Now again, maybe this is just because I have the mind of a 30-year-old and I'm playing a game that was originally made for children.
Right.
Yo? Yo?
Depending on the type of glasses, they must have been expensive. We have to go find them.
Oh. Uh-huh.
Mom is acting strange.
What? All right. Hey! Right. Whoa!
This voice.
Huh? Right? All right. Yeah.
This entire game can be controlled by just the touchpad. But I'm going to be using my... I mean, we all know this is... I'm emulating this. I've set it up to the best of my capabilities to have this play almost like a PC game. I have WASD set to moving. E is basically A. Shift being B is going to be weird, but you use B to run around, so I have it on shift because I'm used to that being my sprint key. So last time it was on the fire hydrant. This part introduces the concept that we are going to have to take closer looks at our environment. That's when we're going to be mainly using the yokai lens to look for yokai. There are no random encounters. When you're in overworld locations, you specifically have to look at these spots, and then yokai will start off invisible, and you have to hover the yokai lens over them long enough to make them visible, and then a battle will begin. It also gives you a good look of what yokai you'll be fighting. Whatever yokai you reveal is going to be the yokai you fight.
You fixing for something?
It's a system I really like. It pretty much lets you choose when you want to do a battle. Instead of, you just want to go to one place, but oh no, you ran into like 12 battles along the way.
Howdy, partner.
It also allows you to take a look at a yokai and then decide if you want to fight it or not, in case you're looking for a specific one to befriend.
Say what?
You need anything?
I think this part has a way better personality than literally any scene in Yokai Watch 2. Sure, it's simple and it's dumb. But that's kind of what I like Yokai Watch 1 for. From what little I can remember of it, I played that game in like 2015 or something. My memory's not that good. But I remember that game's writing being good enough for me to get into the story, but it wasn't like an emotional roller coaster or anything. It's dumb but enjoyable. Yokai Watch 2 is just very, very dumb and makes me mad. But this is dumb but charming. The fact that in the localized version, his southern accent is too thick
Fixing for something?
for Nate to truly understand.
Ah! Hiya!
Oh,
Nate, haven't you ever just been sitting at a fire hydrant and then you just lose something? We've all been there.
I'm so confused. I'm so confused.
This game has very corny jokes.
Hey!
Let's go!
Nate, shouldn't you know by now that if anything goes weird, you should just immediately use the Yokai Watch? Quick, I must move the mouse cursor, because I know it's being recorded. I must entertain the youngins.
Aww.
Hello! Whoa! Huh?
I always like to go bad news than good news.
Right.
Huh?
Whee! Yes! Whoa! Whoa! Hey! What the?
I bet that would have looked great in 3D.
Hmm.
So true.
Hmm.
So true.
You can think of the medallion as a Pokédex equivalent, except in just storing digital data of Pokemon. This is where we keep our yokai medals. We don't catch them in balls. We have to befriend them. And then they will give us their medal. I have PTSD from trying to befriend yokai, spending hours just trying to get one yokai that I want in my party, and it just won't join it. Which is why by the end of the game, I had like early game yokai in the final boss battle. Befriending yokai Watch 2 is so annoying.
Thanks.
So hopefully in this game it's not as annoying.
I'm pretty busy right now.
Oh yeah, Street Pass. I am going to try to nickname every yokai because I have a nickname obsession.
Yeah. Let's go.
By having Jibanyan's medal, Nate can then put the medal into the Yokai Watch, which will allow him to summon Jibanyan anytime he wants, as we will be shown.
I'm so confused.
Hey.
Yeah, I will explain this game. I will be better at it than you, maybe. I am aware of how this works.
Let's go.
So now, we can use the yokai lens, which will allow us to reveal yokai. Just to us, though, not to everyone else around us. Now, because this is America, or more America, depending on your localization,
So confused.
he's a corn on the cob.
I'm so confused. I see. Wow. Yes.
I hope American yokai is more relevant than Fleshy versus Bony was in Yokai Watch 2. That barely mattered. There was supposed to be this rivalry between Fleshies and Bonies. And you could get an equipment which allowed you to deal extra damage to someone depending on if they were Fleshy or Bony, but other than that, and other than one little part which was supposed to be like a war between the two, it just, that never mattered. Also, yes, this is a thing that happens with every tribe in this game. They all get their own songs. They all get their own raps. Because this game is hip with the kids, yo.
Say what?
All right.
Huh?
I see.
Kinda busy right now.
You wait.
Say what?
Is this? Huh? You.
Nope, I don't like it.
Let's go.
Let's go!
Come on, Jibanyan, beat him up. Let's introduce the combat system. So this is massively different from Yokai Watch 1 and 2. In Yokai Watch 1 and 2, you would have 6 yokai, and you would pretty much have a... You would pretty much have the watch here. You could rotate it. You could have 3 yokai in the front, and your 3 front yokai would attack, and then you would have 3 yokai in the back. And you could rotate the watch to choose which ones would be in the front or the back. And you would pretty much set up your party positions before the battle. However, now we've got this 3x3 grid. I love the watch in 1 and 2. I love rotating it at the right time to have the right team setups depending on the situation. I think this one looks cooler because in 1 and 2, whichever yokai were next to each other, they had to be next to each other. Here, these ones move more independently. We'll be able to see that more once we get to that point. And here's one of the big gimmicks of battles. Yokai will auto-battle on their own. They have one of 4 skills they could choose. They could choose to attack, which is a physical attack. They could choose to guard, to take less damage. They could choose to inspirit, which will be a buff or a debuff. They could do absolutely nothing. Or they could use a technique, which is the equivalent of a spell. This game does not have MP, so they can use a spell as often as they want. Of course, they have to actively choose to. The spells typically have an element tied to them.
I'm so confused.
This isn't like Pokemon where there's fire types and fire types are weak to water types. There are tribes, but tribes do not dictate what elemental weakness they have. Tribes more dictate their role in battle.
Oh,
Jibanyan is charming, he's more speed-based.
You.
thank you. Yeah! Oh!
Hello.
Make sure to tune in next week for more Sailor Cuties.
You bet I will!
Hey,
So this is a character exclusive to 3. There is a female character in Yokai Watch 1 and 2 that I believe you could play as, but I've always just played as Nate. I believe her name is Kate. Oh, I just realized their names wrong. Anyway, we don't have to focus on my embarrassing slowness. We could just focus on playing as this new girl who I've named Ashley because I started doing a RE4 playthrough on my cooperative channel. So I figured once I force them to watch this LP at gunpoint, they might at least appreciate that. I assume because they brought in like a whole Y-Files thing to parody X-Files, there's going to be alien yokai. After all, here we have a bunny in a spacesuit. Oh, I walked across the crossing walk without using the thing. I wonder if that's still a thing.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh! Huh? Oh. Boo! Buy it, buy it. Huh? Buy it, buy
I should have mentioned this before, but the major thing about yokai, the major thing that they do, is inspirit people, basically giving them first world problems. So earlier... Sorry, I'm getting distracted by this amazing dialogue. Earlier, confused Nate's mom. So it was only after we beat the yokai that we were able to free her from being inspirited. Inspiriting is also important in gameplay because yokai can spirit other yokai, and that's where the buffs and debuffs come from.
Come again soon.
So here that woman is being inspirited by a yokai. The theme we were listening to is pretty much the Inspirit yokai theme.
Open it, open it. Huh? Open it, open it. Open it right now.
I could jam to this.
Open it, open it. Open it right now. Ooh. All right.
Now opening things in front of people too. So we have a Breath of the Wild style stamina meter from when we run, which is different from Pokemon, but the reason we have it is that in dungeons, yokai will be around, and we will have to run away from them if we want to avoid battles, because they will be chasing us. Yeah, alleyways like this are basically dungeons.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
So is this different from Nate's Watch then?
Get out of here. Huh? Yeehaw! Well, that ain't right.
Yokai Metal, do your thing.
Yokai Metal, do your thing.
Wow, she's a natural.
Introducing the Shady Tribe. We're feeling real shady. We're feeling shady.
Who's up, yon?
I think this game officially takes over the most embarrassing thing I've played for this channel. And I played Galgun and Akiba's Trip.
What if... Who's up, yon? Rough as a cog. Ooh, Sapyon! I ain't no stinking alien, I'm a yokai!
So I only have 8 characters to work with. Hop, not. I'm very bad at names. Yet I do still insist on nicknaming all of them.
Do what? Huh? Watch out! Why you? Huh?
Okay, so it is just a straight up Yokai Watch. Oh, I love this theme. So that right there, I just inspired it with a with a debuff. The debuff now basically makes it confused. It may attack itself or its allies, but of course, right now it's just that. Oh, please, I don't want to accidentally lose. No, I better not have lost this battle. Oh. Thankfully, I can't lose this battle, but I would have. I forgot it's 3. Please stop healing. Please stop making me look bad. Am I kidding? I can make myself look bad. I don't know where my brain went. Just don't snitch about how terribly I did that battle. I shouldn't have done that badly.
Who's up, yon? Woo! Oh my gosh! Shoot! Oh! Do what? Huh? Why, you...
Invader mode.
You listen here, Dad. I said listen. Come here, come here.
So that's the story of how I met Usapion. What strange and mysterious adventures lie in wait for us? What secrets does the Yokai Watch hold? Find out next time!
You bother me, don't you be ignoring me!
Sorry!
All right.
You? Yes! Hello!
What?
I see.
Let's go!
So much wasted money. So many wasted ice cream cones. So much wasted bags of chips. Anyway, I think this is a good place to stop it. So far, my first impression is a very positive one. I feel like this is much better than the writing of the second game. And hopefully that shall continue. So hopefully I'll see you next time on Let's Play Yokai Watch 3.